Hi Jenny, it's Victoria. Want to give you a video walkthrough of the property here. Okay, so I am at the front door of the interior. Just want to draw your attention up to the light fixtures and the linoleum here. All right, I'm going to go to the left where we're entering the living room. Okay, so here within the living room, the carpets have been recently cleaned. It was painted by the Whiteheads at one point. Again, maybe minor touch-up paint. This is to be expected. The blinds are looking a little dingy, but not too bad. Moving forward, we're going to lead into the dining room. Now, I did get word from Mr. Whitehead, Matt, that these dining room blinds don't work. It's a two-man job to get them open or closed. They told me that they did not really open the blinds very often. Now, just a quick peek here. Look at that backyard. That's a beautiful thing there. Let's lead into the kitchen here. Now, leading to the kitchen, going up over the light, you have a set of cabinets here to the left. All right. There's a quirky couple of things that Matt let me know. Number one, inside this, they just covered up the electrical register, the electrical plate right there, and made the decision to have a extension cord placed there. So that is a little bit quirky. All right. But everything else is clean and neat. The dishwasher was replaced this year. All right. Now, he did mention here, when we walk into this corner, there is a bit of a slope here. You can actually feel that right there. Wasn't sure if it was because of the water damage or what we've got going on here. Counters are laminate, but you've got great windows. Here's another interesting thing. This light here, it's just been tacked to the wall, and you've got the cord leading down here. To turn this on, you need to flick a switch. All right. Fridge is in good condition. It's very clean. All right. He did mention a little wear and tear on the cabinet drawers. That is to be expected. They were a family of 9 here. But everything for the most part is very, very clean. Oops, let's shut this. Okay. Going on down, this is going to be, we'll head upstairs. You've got some wear and tear on the railings. A little bit of muss right there, not a big deal. Okay. Now here is the half bath. Okay. Original tile, looks like the cabinet was updated at one point. All right. There is some cracked tiles, but Mr. Whitehead did mention that it didn't cause any leaking. Maybe a little patchwork and some caulking would be beneficial. So definitely touch up some caulking here in the bathrooms. It's just a preventative measure here. Okay, we're going to go into bedroom number 1. Just a small 8x8, very clean. Bedroom number 2. All right. No overhead lights. Little patch right here. Not a big deal. Maybe some touch-up paint there. All right. Here, you've got closets. Let's open this blind. Beautiful view outside this window here. Beautiful view. He did mention to me at one point when we look inside this windowsill, it did have an issue with water damage. I guess there was a siding issue that allowed water to stream through. It's been repaired since then. All right, here, again, when we talk caulking, you can see some loose tiles, some minor cracks. Maybe go ahead and re-caulk here in that area, but it's in very good condition relatively. All right, here you can see I'm being a bit more thorough just because you've never seen the property as well. Well, I do tell you, Mr. Whitehead did tell me he replaced all the electrical switches. You can see they're all white, where at one point they were a dingy yellow or black. He said he didn't replace the light switches just because that's a little bit of extra work. So at one point that will be on your to-do list if you chose to remodel, if you wanted to sell. Optional. Let's go on into the basement. This door is a different color. It's a whole, it's a door. It works, but it's a different color. It's not white. All right. Here we go, going down into the basement. Okay. Or I should say the lower level, because there's another area as well. Okay, so this is bedroom number 4. All right, because there's a total of 5 bedrooms. Light, bright, clean. Here, light, bright, clean. All right. Now moving forward, you can see there's a fireplace. They never used it, is what I'm told. There is a grate that can cover it. Here, we have a sliding glass door. And the windows do appear to have been updated. Okay. A very beautiful view right here. Now let's go on into the laundry room. Here in the laundry room, I'm going to turn the light on. Okay, how do we turn that on? Okay, here we go. We have a normal washer and dryer. It's an unfinished space here. All right. Here in this space. So I do need to make you aware that when I first came in the property, Mr. Whitehead mentioned this door is very, very drafty. He actually had that blanket right there nailed to cover the door. He said when you look at it, you can see air's coming through right there. So, and I can tell previously from another tenant that there's a curtain rod there, so that may have been their solution as well to cover that up. I do want to bring your attention here. This door is in very, very bad condition. You can see it's had some significant damage from water there. And even when you bring your attention to it down here, Mr. Whitehead said they never used this door. So it wasn't an issue for their family. Let's get that locked back up. But it should be brought attention to. Now, I'm going to go step out of here. Oh, this is the half bath. The half bath. Original tile work. It seems to be in good condition. They did have a plumber and they had an issue. There's some cracking down here, but that was there when they moved out. I'm told that this works fine and works very, very well. So you've got your half bath here. Now let's go into the basement. The basement is the area that I do want to bring our most attention to. Okay, This is unfinished space here. So stepping down into this unfinished space, this would be considered the 4th level. All right. Now, let's just do a sweeping view of this. Over here to the left, you have your main water valve and your front shut-off. It is unfinished, raw space, besides painted concrete. 2 windows, an HVAC, hot water heater, and shelving. All right. Now, as I wander through, I'm going to go ahead and draw attention to the things that I want you to know about here. All right. So, number 1, he brought my attention to this corner here. This appears to have some kind of mold growth on the corner. Not sure if it was a foundation issue at one point. So again, he said it's not changed much, but yet it is a very, very bad looking corner. I can see here, when you look at it, it potentially had some repairs done before from that, that painting that was done. So that does need to get some attention right there. You can see here in this corner, it's got a little bit of discoloration as well. And now here in the electrical panel, he said he's labeled it. They don't have many issues. They don't have to flip switches very often. It just looks raw, and they have Verizon Fios here. Now, the HVAC was replaced in 2016. The hot water heater was replaced in 2018. Dishwasher was replaced this year as well. So your systems are solid. Now, what I want to bring attention to is this is where Mr. Whitehead says there's a lot of problems. I'm going to try to brighten it up here significantly. Currently, he calls this his this dam of towels, trying to prevent water flow. From his impression, this is the main valve here. It has been roto-rooted at one point, just to make sure it doesn't overflow. But I tell you, we had a major storm last night, and these towels are wet. Okay, so you can tell there's water coming in. You can even see from the towels over here, there's water there. Now what he tells me is this is the area in this corner where the water's streaming through. So that is the one area he has some real serious concern about in terms of the foundation issues. So I needed to draw your attention to that to make sure someone gets a look at that. I will go ahead and pause because I want to do the exterior of the property now as well. Okay, here we go. Here's the exterior of the property. Over there to the right of the house, he did say it's been a weed garden since he moved in. They tried to manage it, but it's just gotten worse. Now let's walk through the carport here. Now walking through the carport, there was a trailer on this area, but he has since reseated it. He's leaving the shelves here. Now within this area, and he has tried, but they continue to come back, there is a bee's nest. It looks like a hornet's nest right there that will need to be taken care of. Oof. And over here, that's a fake owl that's supposed to help prevent birds from nesting, but there is a nest over in that corner as well. So moving forward to the back, you can see this backyard really is lovely. Now my understanding is this is a quick walk to the bus that takes people to the Pentagon. The bus rides roughly about 25 minutes. It's maybe a 5-minute walk to the bus stop. Okay, now here we are. This is the back of the property. There is a patio that does seem to do a little sink in here. He's left this bench there for a little bit of comfort. Let's walk through here. Now I want to draw your attention to what he's saying is the water area. Now I can see here, this is that second corner I pointed out to you. It's not directing any of the water away from the property. So that's just going right into the ground. And we've had so many bad storms here. So very many bad storms. So that's not draining any water away. Now in keeping perspective here, this area here is where we have the water coming into the property. All right, there may be some grading issues, but if he says it's seeping in there regularly, getting a foundation expert may be worth the time to see what's going on. All right, here is a little bit of a closer up near the door. You can see there's gapping here. I don't know if that has anything to it. I'm just drawing attention to the areas. Now this is that screen door that I mentioned was in really bad shape, and the draftiness that caused the Whiteheads to put a moving blanket over this door, so they never used it. Okay, some landscaping would definitely come in handy. Taking a look at this, he said there used to be ivy all over the house. You can see it's done its little attachments here. And this area is a huge, weedy, kind of a mess. I'm not sure what it once used to be, but you can see he's probably taken down vines at one point or another, but they tend to be invasive, and they are still trying to grow. So he said it was this way when he moved in, and they've tried to manage it. It's just become unmanageable. Something to think about in terms of landscaping. Okay, I hope this helps. All right, my battery's dying here, so I'm gonna lock the house up and shoot this to you. Take care.